Hi guys.
Hey.
Welcome to Gabbing It Up.
No, literally, welcome to Gabbing It Up. Like, we're about to gab.
We are. We're just gonna chat all the time. Chit chat.
Yeah, I love a good chit chat. So, this is episode 1 of our podcast, Gabbing It Up. I'm
hmm
Haley,
I'm Daijah.
and we met on the internet. Oh, change the fucking battery pack. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, I can pause the audio.
Anyway, we're gonna be gabbing it up. We're just two friends who met
hmm
on the internet. We met in a bookish
Wait,
space,
yes.
if you will.
Yes, we met through BookTube, and that is a very interesting space in itself. If you don't know, if you've never experienced Miss BookTube, you should definitely look into it. It's a very
Mhm.
interesting niche part of the internet.
It's like a hole you can go down for a while. I fear
Yeah.
before I started booktube, I would go down
hmm
the rabbit hole that is booktube and just be like, who are these girls? Like, it's just girlies really
Yeah.
recommending books, but at the end of the day it's not, because there's a lot of drama and a
Yeah.
lot of just like lore. So we will be sharing that lore,
hmm
but this is not, we all that to say, we don't want this to be just like a space for the book girls. Like, obviously the book girls are welcome if you're from either of our channels, which is probably going to be most of you. Hey, we love you. We love
Hello.
you so much. But also, like, everybody's welcome here. We don't want it to be just about books, because we're just gonna be
No.
gabbing about really anything.
Anything that pops into our little pea brains.
Yeah, and that's another thing about us. We got little pea brains.
Little, little mini.
Little mini baby pea brains.
Actually,
And here's the thing.
I feel like we're a big brain.
No, I was literally about to say that though.
Like, we do have little pea brains, but at the same time, they're big. We have a lot to say.
This podcast is for you. If you're a girl who has little pea brain moments often, but you're actually a big brain. Like, we
Yes.
both give in-depth book reviews as like part of our daily life. Like, obviously you
hmm
have to have some level of intelligence to do that, but also like we're just girls at the end of the day.
Yes, we're just girls.
So we are just girls. Do we want to do our like ASL just for, since this is episode 1, like the intro? Should we do ASL?
What the hell is ASL?
And
Oh,
you know what?
age, sex, location?
I knew I was not going to say that term until we started recording, because I wanted to see if you knew what that was.
I do, but when I think of ASL, I think of sign language because that's what I took in high
Uh-huh.
school.
No, I knew you were going to say that.
That's why
And
I
I
was
was like,
like, what the hell is
"Ooh,
she
it's
talking
going to be
about?
so funny." Like
Okay, age, sex, location. I, Deja, am 21. I am a female and I live in Raleigh, North Carolina.
period.
hmm
I am Haley. I am also female identifying,
hmm
queer girly,
Yes.
living in Austin, Texas. I am 25 years old. I'm halfway through my 20s. Don't talk to me about it. I don't want to think about it.
I think we need to add something onto it. I think we need to add our zodiac
Oh
signs.
no. Oh, I want to add a lot more.
I know, but I think they need to know the zodiac signs.
Oh, yes. Okay, so birth chart vibes.
Yeah.
I am a double Gemini, but over the course of my chart, I have 9 Gemini placements,
hmm
which is a little scary for people sometimes.
Yeah.
My moon sign is Virgo, but my sun sign and rising, it's both Gemini. But I've been told by people who hate Geminis that I'm the only Gemini that deserve rights. Like, I was actually told that verbatim by multiple
Wow.
people. So I feel like I'm a self-aware, like I'm a healing Gemini.
Mm. See, I am a Scorpio. That is my sun sign. My rising sign is a Leo, and my moon sign is a Gemini. That's why we get along so well.
That is.
Yes, but throughout my birth chart, I have no earth at all, and the only water that I have is Scorpio. So I'm literally air, fire, and Scorpio, which is chaotic. It's a menace.
Mm-hmm. No, when I hear that, like if I didn't know you, I would be like, I'm really scared of her.
Like, imagine if I was a man.
Oh,
The
no,
terror. The terror.
no. I would never want to be around you. I fear. I fear it's giving.
I have no words.
I was gonna say it's giving Matt Shaw, really.
Not the Matt Shaw lore already coming in 5 minutes into the podcast.
There's a lot of lore. Guys, we have so much lore. If you don't recognize that name, oh girl, get ready. Like, buckle in. Y'all aren't ready for our lore.
No, you're not. You're not.
So we went over the zodiac signs. We've done like the basics. Like, you have our ASL. You come find us. Matt Shaw's listening. Like, yeah, I will. I think we should give a little like. Okay, no. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give like our what we do, daily life, how we spend our like a day in our lives, and then I was gonna say we should give them an idea of our personality, but I think we should do that for each other.
Okay.
It'll be a good little moment, like where you realize how you're being perceived, which is always really fun for everyone.
Yep, that is. That definitely is. You know, I hate being perceived, but you hate being perceived the most.
I, I can't tell you like the feeling that dropped into my stomach just now, like anticipating being perceived. And I am someone who posts videos of myself often on the internet and photos of myself often on the internet, and yet I have this like crippling fear of like anyone perceiving me, like anyone knowing anything about me. No. I have to be an eternal mystery.
Oh no. I feel like I'm the same, but like I'm an open book. Like I'll tell you anything about myself, but I'll be like, you never really know me though. You never know me.
I feel that's the Delulu peeking through. No, because sometimes you're
It
like,
is.
but you don't know. And I'm like, but you just told me actually your whole life story for 4 hours. So
No, but I feel like you know me. But like some other
no, I
people,
do.
but other people, I'm like, I'll tell you anything about me right now, but you'll never know me.
And you know what? That's probably accurate.
That's a Scorpio. Gotta stay mysterious. It's the Leo and the Scorpio fighting. The Leo just wants to blab, and the Scorpio, she's like, gotta stay mysterious.
Yeah. But we're both, I think you master mystery better than I do, but I think we're both people who would like to be mysterious and just have no control and like cannot be like compulsively not mysterious girls who are delusional and think that they're mysterious.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Ooh, this should have been the mysterious podcast.
The mysterious podcast.
So I'll give you all an idea of like what it's like to be a typical Hailey day, what it's like to be Hailey for a day. My day job is I'm a therapist. I am a licensed psychotherapist. I see my clients. I do in-person and telehealth sessions. So that's usually the first thing I do to start my day. I absolutely love being a therapist. It's my favorite thing in the whole entire world. I feel very humbled and just very honored to like be a part of other people's healing journeys. And I honestly would love to do a whole mental health episode where we give like the client versus clinician perspective on, therapy and all of that, because obviously we're both massive advocates there. But that's the majority of my day. However, I do have like my little side hustle moment where, I have a break in the middle of the day. I'll be making a booktube video recommending some cute little horror books, trying not to get canceled, trying not to get incels yelling at me in my DMs.
Yeah.
I'll take some Instagram photos because I'm really obsessed with myself. That's a key part of my lore. I love myself. And then I just read my books and I go to bed. Like that's really a Hailey day.
I don't think that's a Hailey day.
What do you mean? That is
because you'll be out and about.
Okay, yeah, but yeah. See, okay, yes, I paint myself as a very like introverted, like Girl, I'm always like, ooh, Coquette, she's so quiet.
Uh-uh.
Untrue. Untrue.
It's so untrue. You be
I do go out.
outside.
No, I go out. Like, I am probably outside of my house more than I'm in my house. And I probably get 3 hours of sleep a night. So, like, see, okay, this is why this podcast is going to be so good because we can check each other's delusion.
No, yeah, because you didn't mention that at all. I'm like, Haley, you be out and about, just
I
doing all
do.
these different things. Like every day, you're doing something new.
I do. I intentionally have done that since college, actually, where I will write in my planner every day, like a different place that I want to go or a different thing that I want to do. And I'm so
Oh,
intentional about it. Have I ever told you this?
no.
I will, when I do my planning for the week, like write in my planner, like, I've been craving brownies. Monday, I'm going to find the time to make myself brownies. And it's like I
Wow.
work in self care every single day of the week. And it's not just like, oh, I'm gonna make sure I have self care today. Like, I'm gonna take a bath or I'm gonna watch a movie. Like, no, I come up with a specific thing that feels like a treat. So I make my life feel a lot more luxurious than it actually is. Like, because in reality, I'm spending like $2.99 on the Dunkin' Hines, but I'm feeling like, oh, I just need brownies in the middle of the fucking day. Like, I'm a queen. Or or I'll be like, oh, this new bar just opened up down the street. Like, I'm gonna go to that bar and just like have a drink there while I read my book. And it's like I only spent $7 on my G&T, but I feel like that mysterious girl reading in the bar, and that feeling
Please,
is
the
priceless.
voice is killing me.
Anytime I have a mic, I'm like performing.
The audience was just scared. That was a jump scare for them.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, but you've definitely inspired me, especially now that I'm 21. Like, I want to explore, like, especially because I'm right by downtown where I live
Yes.
for college. I'm like, I need to go explore. I need to find things. But, like, my friends never want to come with me, and I'm shy. I'm like, I don't want to go by myself. But I'm
I
starting.
did have that, dude, in college. I was literally my freshman year of college would literally scream, cry, and throw up. I'm not exaggerating. I would get sick anytime I would leave the house on my own, like leaving my dorm. But I forced myself to go out because I'm like, I'm not gonna live my life just trapped here because everybody else is fucking lame.
No,
Like,
yeah. I
I'm
think
gonna
I
get out.
I think I started doing that over the summer more because I started going to movies by myself and
Mhm.
stuff like that. So it's slowly we're getting there.
Yes. So tell us a typical Deja day.
So a typical Deja day is probably sleeping through 20 different alarms,
Yep.
as she does. And then I'm in college. I'm a criminology and psychology double major. And so I am hiking my way across campus every day to get to class. I've not taken the bus a single day this semester so far. And we have on campus buses. I've been hiking with that 20-pound backpack. Yep,
Why?
because I'm trying to get in my steps. I'm like, she's gonna be
Okay.
healthy this year. She's a walking girl. My calves burning. They're burning. But I'm still here. So I just go to class, I do what I do. I listen to a lot of audiobooks while walking around campus because I literally walk for like an hour plus a day. So I get in a lot of reading then, and then I come back, I do a lot of homework, or sometimes I do homework in the mornings, and I also work in graphic design. So I do a lot of that interspersed throughout my day as well. And I normally a kiki with my roommates for way too long. And I read my books, probably watch a movie. I'm also a resident advisor. So I have meetings and sometimes I'm on duty and have to deal with residents, which is very annoying, but free housing, guys. It's great.
Slay. And
It's
it's worth it, I'm sure.
it is. It definitely is. And then I go to sleep.
You got a jam-packed day.
I do. On the weekends, I be doing nada because the rest of the week, I'm like, I'm outside. I'm trying to be in this bed. Cause me in this bed, we locked in. We're best friends.
You are a forced extrovert. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you are extroverted for the majority of your day, but it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of like a have to thing.
Mm-hmm.
I could fully do my job from one singular room, and instead I've made excuses for myself to be out of my home for the majority of the
Yeah.
day.
Like today I ran into literally like 10 different people walking across campus and I'm like, why is there so many people that I know? My friends always like to say that I know everybody, but I don't think that. But apparently I do.
I feel like you are that type of person that knows everybody. I am always out, but I know no one because I don't really like to speak.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
Me on
really
a
like to
podcast.
speak, but it happens and I'll be like, "Hey, how are you?"
The immediate change in pitch.
And I'll be like, I'm noticing I was like, "Bye." Like, who's that? Who is she? Why my register is not that high. She's
You know, do you ever watch Kailan?
no.
Ni hao, I'm Kailan.
Oh, yes.
You were giving her.
Yeah, bye.
Bye!
Yeah. And I was like, who is that? That's why I don't like to talk because every single move that I make overthinking. I'm like, why did I
Oh,
say that?
I have the opposite problem. That I have no thoughts in my brain as I'm doing things. Like it just naturally comes out. There's really no filter.
No,
But then
that's how I am.
after, it's
That's what I'm saying. Afterwards, I'm like, what was that interaction? What were you doing?
nothing sticks in my brain. Like
Oh,
I don't have
wow.
any memory. So I'm just sitting there thinking like I really hope nothing went wrong as if I didn't experience. Like I will ask the amount of times I ask Cameron, "Oh, by the way, we're both booed up."
We are.
Um I recently just got married.
Woo!
Literally a month ago. Daijah was there. It was
I
so fun.
was.
It was honestly
Oh
the
my
best day
gosh. Did
ever.
I ever tell you how gagged I was? Because Aspen is one of our bookish friends. We walked in and we were like, there's not that many chairs. This is such a small wedding. Why are we here? We are intimidated.
No, y'all were so special that it was special to me that y'all were there because
It was
I don't
so
know, we
fun.
don't get that opportunity, but y'all are such a big part of my life. Like people were asking me, like my family was like, "You have your internet friend?" They don't speak like that, but they were like questioning, "You have your internet friends like coming to your wedding? Like, is that really necessary?" And I was like, y'all, like my aunts and uncles, how often do I speak to y'all on a weekly basis? Like
Yeah.
maybe a text to one of y'all.
Yeah.
But me and you and Aspen, we can gabbing it up for
Yeah.
hours. I mean, hours. The voice memos.
The voice memos. We haven't
When
really been on
you
our.
came to my house, though,
Hmm? Yeah.
when you came to my house,
We were
and
there.
we sat up for. I'm not lying. 4 in the morning every single night, and we would like. There was one night I had my pajamas in my hand, getting ready to leave the room, and
For
I
like
could not.
3 hours.
I stood in that doorway for 3 hours while we gabbed.
Yeah. That's why we started a podcast, guys.
Yeah, it was needed. It was necessary.
Yes, because then we can get a little weekly chat.
Yeah. We get it. Yeah. Okay, Kylan. Like, what's going on? I hope I'm saying her name right. Is that right?
Ni hao Kailan.
I hope
Maybe we both just got canceled.
No, I don't want anyone to be mad at me. Sorry, Kylan stands.
Mm.
Kyle stands.
Uh,
Do you think she has stands?
Probably. There are stands for everything.
And that's a scary place to be.
That is literally everything has fans. That is
And I don't like
terrifying.
it. And I don't like it.
Because not
Like
everything should.
You will go in the comments of like an Instagram ad for sheer text tights. And there's a girl who's like, I never received my order. Can somebody please reach out to me? And there's 8 girls responding, like, sheer text would never do you wrong. I am the biggest sheer text fan. Like, please? I hate to say it, but go touch grass.
No, for real. Some people need to get outside more.
See, you asked me why I go outside. I stay outside because I will be rolling in the grass.
That's how I'm trying to be. I'm trying to frolic.
Frolicking in my frolicking era.
No, yeah, that's me in 2024. Frolic era.
All right, I want you to tell me who I am.
Oh gosh, Haley's just a girl in the world, and she has her serious moments. She could definitely talk about some serious topics in depth, but most of the time she's just a girl living her life and is very like just a girly pop. I would describe you as a girly pop, honestly.
Yeah.
You're a girly pop who just, but also you don't let nothing get on top of you.
Oh.
You are very much, I wouldn't say aggressive, but but I don't know another synonym that is a less harsh describer.
Right.
It,
Okay. I'm a aggressive girly pop.
yes, an aggressive girly pop. Like a really mad looking frog. I saw one today. I saw a not a frog, but that reminded me because for RA stuff, we're getting like a stuffed animal that we're gonna pass around, and one of the options was a mad frog, and I was like,
That's
yeah,
Hailey?
yeah, a mad
Oh,
frog,
that just gave me flashbacks to the apple.
not the apple.
It's always the worst moment of your life when you're telling your friend, like, I got this hate comment, and you want them to be like, yeah, fuck them. But Deja deadass, I read her this abhorrent hate comment of somebody calling me an apple-headed bitch, and she said, I see it.
One thing about me is I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a liar. I may sugarcoat a little
Yeah.
bit, but I'm not a liar.
You were a sugarcoater. That's the thing, though.
Yeah, I'll sugarcoat a little bit, but I'm not gonna lie.
You are kind. Let me give you your description.
Okay.
Deja is kind. She is a kind girl. Like, you will kind of front, like, I'm so real, which you are. But
Oh.
everything just has this layer of sweetness that makes you
Oh.
get off scot free. Like, you think of Deja and you think of like cutie baby. Like, that's what I think of. I'm like, she's the little sweet girly in my life. Like, could never
Oh.
do any wrong. But I feel like you subconsciously build that narrative for yourself.
Oh. So you
Like,
think,
you're a little sneaky.
oh, it's the
She's
Scorpio.
sneaky.
You know,
Sneaky
Scorpios,
Scorpio.
they're manipulative.
Ooh, maybe it's. I'm trying to say that maybe you are manipulative.
That's what it felt like.
Okay, maybe that. But also, I think your kindness is real. And I think your realness is real. Like, you are genuine and you are kind, but she's a little sneaky about it. Like, if you tell her something, it's coming back to me. Like, I'm gonna hear it.
Oh
Your
yeah.
man's gonna hear it.
Oh
Everybody's gonna hear
yeah.
about it. And
But I pick and choose who
you're
I tell.
you have your little circle who knows things, but then to the person, they still have a nice impression of you. Like, you
Hmm.
could full on blab somebody's entire life story, ruin their life, and they still wouldn't blame you. Like, that encaptures who you are.
I'm thinking about some booktube drama where I literally did that.
I am thinking of that as well.
Uh, but that was necessary.
I agree.
That was necessary because I was being a real friend.
I agree with that.
I feel like I don't do things out of malice. I'm not a malicious
No.
person.
No. And that's why you get off scot free and nobody is ever mad at you. Me, I I've been working on this in therapy. I'm not even lying. I am vindictive, okay? I love revenge. Like, there's a reason why I was growing up drawn to like Jennifer's Body and Regina
Mm-hmm.
George, and why I'm a Pearl stan. And I think Pearl is kind because I have a little bit of that in me.
Mm. Yeah,
And I think that's a trauma response, according to my therapist, at least.
you know what? If she says that it is, then I believe it is.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
I think I am a little manipulative, but that's okay.
Look at us. We're like
We're opening
admitting
up
our fault.
faults.
We're actually being so real. What if everyone is like, I don't want to listen to these two mean bitches?
Vindictive and manipulative. No, but we're kind and we're a girly pop. We're
We're
kind girly.
kind girly pops who are also mean and vindictive and manipulative sometimes.
You know what? That's real.
And it
Because
is real.
everybody has their faults.
Yes. Actually, two of my friends separately sent me the same meme on the same day. Meme? Did I just sound like a
TikTok?
fucking millennial? No. Not
Oh, remember when
it was just like what?
I made you realize that you weren't a millennial?
That honestly
Shook your
made me
world.
feel really good about myself. It shook me because I always grew up thinking I was a millennial. I
Mm-mm.
guess, I don't know, I just had that narrative, but I'm in fact not. I mean, if we want to get technical, I'm a zillennial, I'm a cusper,
A
but
cusper.
really Gen Z just calls to me a little bit more, which I feel like
Yeah.
every time I say
Because we're
that it makes me
better.
sound more millennial, but yes, you
No, we're
are.
better.
And you are. We
We are
are.
better.
It's like, no, I guess like you know one of those little stupid Instagram things that like has something scribbled out and written on
Oh,
top of
yeah.
it.
That is a
Yeah.
meme.
Okay, like a shit post kind of meme or whatever.
Yeah.
Two of my closest friends sent me the same thing. They did not conspire. It just gave that much Hailey energy
Oh,
that they both sent it to me separately. And it was like that picture of the guy, and it's like one guy sitting in the corner looking sad on the bus and the other guy looking happily out the window out the bus, and it was like me when I pretend to be nice, the sad guy, me when I'm mostly nice but I also let myself talk shit and be a hater, and it's like happy.
no, yeah. I'm most certainly a hater. One thing about me is I'm going to hate. And you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that.
I am
I'm
too. I think it's very healthy. Like, you can't just be hey
That's
guys
so
all the
toxic, the
time.
toxic positivity of it all.
Mm-hmm. We should do a whole episode
On
on
toxic
toxic
positivity.
positivity. I feel.
Yeah.
I feel yes. So that's a little bit about us, who we are. Now
Hmm.
we're going to get into our weekly segments. So we have 4 little pieces that we want to do every week for you guys. Every Thursday, you're just going to hear a little bit about 4 different things. And that is our little life update, because obviously,
Hmm.
you know a little bit about us. We're just going to keep you updated about things in our lives. We're going to do a little like pop culture corner where we give our take on like the current goings on, and we're also going to have a squish of the week, okay? That's where we feature one of our squishmallows from our collections.
And you'll be able to see them if you join our Patreon. You'll be able to
That
see them with your
part.
eyes.
Yeah. If you want to see, like, instead of imagining the meme that I was just talking about, if you would like to see it, or if you would like to see us and all of our wonderful overdramatic facial expressions and our squishes of it all, please
Hmm.
subscribe to the Gapping It Up Patreon.
Patreon.
How
Hmm.
much is it? $1?
$2
It's $2 a month
for
for 4
4 episodes.
episodes. That's 50 cents an episode.
Hmm.
That is like,
A steal.
that's a steal, I feel.
It is.
So you could see that with our Patreon. And our last little segment will be lore nuggets.
Hmm.
Every week, we will each just drop a little nugget of our lore for you all. Lore nuggets.
Hmm.
So let's get into it with our personal update corner.
So I started back at school. I've been here for this is my second week, and I've been hiking across campus. It's been nice, even though it's been literally 18 degrees, 25 degrees outside,
Terrifying.
30 degrees. It's been horrible, but I know some of y'all live in negative temperatures, but for
I
me,
know.
I was not built for the cold. I was not built for the heat. I was built for the medium. That's what I
Mhm.
was built for. Spanish is whooping my ass, but I'm taking some other interesting classes, so that's fun. I'm taking actually a Power of Horror class.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, we're doing literature and movies, so that's
That's
really
cool.
fun and exciting. And then something you don't know is I ghosted my therapist.
Deja, what? What? Why?
Yeah, cause
Wait,
me
no.
and we just weren't clicking. We just weren't
Wait,
clicking.
wait, wait. Is this the girl that was giving you the runaround?
No, I found another therapist after that, and we
Oh,
just
okay.
weren't clicking. But I feel so defeated because it's like my therapist I had for 2.5 years, she left, and then I found a therapist I liked, and she literally did give me a runaround, and I had to report her to the board. That
You
that did go
did.
through.
Thank God
Yeah, I
you
did.
did.
They did, and they sent me a thing in the mail saying that they're reviewing it because it was
Nice.
terrible. And then I found this new therapist because I didn't really have many options after that. All the people that I reached out to were like, we either are full or they just didn't respond back. And then, but we just weren't clicking. Like, why would she make me watch videos about my stuff? Like, I don't want to do
What do you
that.
mean watch videos?
Like she would be like, here's a video like in our therapy session because they're virtual. She'd be like, oh, like let's watch this video on like coping mechanisms. I'm like, is this school?
No, what is that? Why
I'm
would she?
sorry, I
I don't know.
can't.
I mean, as a therapist, I don't want to shit on other therapist modalities or like the tools that they choose to use, whatever works for you, queen. But I working with younger people because the majority of the clients that I work with are between the age of 14 and 30. I am never trying to seem like one, a teacher, or two, a mother. And I feel like that is a mom ass thing to do. Here, sweetie, watch this video about coping mechanism. Like,
And then
no, you
like,
should have ghosted her. I'm glad that you did.
and then like, when I didn't have much going on that week, I would be like, yeah, my week was fine. Instead of trying to dig in there, she would just be like, okay, let's just like end the session early. I'm like, so I'm paying for a full session, but we're not really digging in. Like,
What?
I felt like I
Um,
had to lead it. Like I had to be the one to lead it.
I mean, here's what I do. I do more of a client-led session because I feel like you get to deeper material
Mm-hmm.
that way and you get consent better that way.
Yeah.
But I I'm gonna give Tina Fey right now. I'm a pusher. I do push.
No, she didn't push at all.
That's wild.
Yeah, she didn't push at all. She would just be like, okay, like, bye.
Offering to end the session early is almost like telling you that that pattern of just being like, nothing else, I'm avoiding, is
No,
okay
yeah.
and like helpful. Like, no, that's not. You're there to not do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
So I
Well,
had
I'm
to
glad that you
ghost her.
ghosted her. But don't feel bad because, from a therapist perspective, we do understand. Like, if she's taking that personally,
No, she said that she would help me find another therapist if like I needed one. But
okay, good.
I just ghosted her, but
Yeah,
I'm like I
that's
need to
fine.
find another one, but that sounds rough because as I said nobody like had availability anymore. So I'm like, what do
Yeah.
I do? I just want a nice therapist. Like can my other therapist come back? I need her back.
And this is where we go to the BetterHelp sponsorship. No. BetterHelp though. Reach out.
No, for real.
Honestly, I will send you my list of all my like affordable therapeutic services. Here's the thing, this is like the mental health crisis that we have going on right now is
Mhm.
there are really amazing therapists out there who have availability. It's very expensive, which
Mhm.
my practice falls into that category. I just pulled from my wait list and I'm about to open up to accept more people, but it's expensive therapy because it's run by me. So
Yeah.
I have to have a living. And even like my rates are lower than other people's because I do have social media income to supplement my living. But we have either that or something like BetterHelp or Open Path or whatever, like those other things that are more affordable. But then, you hear the horror stories. So it's kind of like a trade off. So I'm sorry that you're going through that, but you're definitely not alone. Like every time I get a new client, I hear a new horror story about either like a previous therapist or something that happened on like a therapy app or whatever.
Mhm.
There is truly a mental health crisis in the country. And you know what? maybe if I can't speak on other states, but maybe if the state of Texas treated therapists a little bit better and like had a better system for agencies and like adequately paid us if
Mhm.
we worked at an agency, maybe that wouldn't be happening. And maybe it's like the same thing with teacher burnout, but nobody wants to talk about it.
Nope. Nobody do people do talk about teacher burnout for sure, but nobody ever talks about therapists. Therapists just kind of fly under the radar. Nobody ever talks about therapists.
Yeah, I feel like it's a very isolated individual profession for the most part. Like it's literally confidential. Like all the work that you do is confidential.
Mhm.
So nobody knows about it unless you talk about it, which is also the issue with therapy reviews. I actually saw recently a therapist who's also a content creator, and she makes videos and Instagram content about being a therapist for other professionals.
Mhm.
She was talking about reviews of therapists and how therapy review websites would be so beneficial for clients because you would be
Yeah.
able to say something like, she rescheduled my session 4 times and I didn't get the care that I needed, or she made me watch a dumbass video, which would obviously be helpful to know for prospective clients. But also, you can't regulate those kind of websites and prove because of confidentiality that the person leaving the review was a past client. Like
Oh, so
when
it could be
I,
spite. It could be someone
yes.
spiteful.
And I was feeling so valid when she was talking about that because I did experience that.
Oh.
When I got into the whole situation, which I'm sure we will have to drop lore about because we've already referenced it like 80 times in this episode. But basically, I got into some horrifying cyber stalking situation via the internet. And I had this crazy incel man's psychotic fans leaving reviews for my therapy practice and trying to ruin my business when they know nothing about me. They know nothing about my work. They're not previous clients. And really, you can't make any kind of judgment about a therapy modality or a therapist's effectiveness if they're not your therapist. Just because
Yeah.
somebody's a shitty friend doesn't mean that they're a shitty therapist. I have seen wonderful work done by therapists that I don't really like as people. And I've had wonderful friends that I don't think are very good therapists.
Yeah.
Like it's really not about that. So it's very hard to regulate. But I don't know how we figure that out. Somebody's got to do that. Not me. I'm too busy.
Yeah, someone has to. Well, those are I have like one other thing, but it's like low key update, low key pop culture. Like it falls into both.
Oh,
So,
should we do it in between update corner and
okay.
pop culture corner?
Okay.
Okay, I will do my update. So, we already kind of mentioned I got married recently. Um Leading up to the wedding, I'm going to be totally real, and hopefully other brides out there will feel seen by this. I feel like this doesn't get talked about a lot. I hated my life for the year leading up to my wedding. It was just not what I was expecting. Like, people kind of sell you on this idea of butterflies and rainbows and perfect bridal times. And it really was not like that. It was a lot, a lot of financial stress. It was a lot of emotional stress, like personally for myself, the idea of getting married and being like shackled to a man for the rest of my life, especially as a queer woman, that was just like hard for me to work through, especially because I came out later in life.
Mhm.
And on top of that, it's like you're just kind of the object of everybody's projections when you're getting married. Like everyone who's ever been married, been in a relationship, thought about marriage has an opinion to tell you. And it is so deeply just hard to like sort through everybody's shit while you're planning this massive event and draining all of your savings. So it was really bad. And the wedding was a beautiful day. It was like all brides say this and I understand why, because it was the best day of my life, like by far. Having everyone that I love in the same room, witnessing me and Cameron get married was phenomenal. Like I wouldn't have dreamed of anything going better than the actual day was. But it was such a relief for the past month or so that it's been to not be in that mode and to just feel like,
Mhm.
oh God, I can go back to my real life. So I'm out of my manic, dissociative, terrified, stressed era, which is kind of
That's
where I
good.
was during the wedding. Yeah, that's good. And I'm in what I've been calling my lover girl era. Like, I'm a
Mm.
wifey, I'm a lover girl, and I love it. And I'm so happy that my only role now is to be a wife and not a bride. That
Mhm.
is like my big update. Also, if you've been following me along on booktube, then you'll probably know about some of my updates over there. I had some what do we refer to it as, an uprising?
Uprising is crazy. No, yeah, it was. Um, I thought they were gonna try and is the word usurp? Is that the word?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I thought that this was what they were trying to do.
I have a Patreon for my booktube where I host a book club over there, and
I do
I
too. I do too.
yes, Daijah also does. So we have our hands in a lot of things. We're
Mhm.
business women, if you will.
Mhm.
Um, but in my bookish Patreon, we had a little uprising. I thought they were going to usurp my rules and policies.
Yeah.
Like, I basically had to remind a bunch of grown women about boundaries and parasocial relationships. I had people DMing me and messaging me on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, asking me to what they saw as like just have a little social interaction with my bestie. But what I see as like
Work.
a obligation, right? It's work. Like, social media is fun, but it's also a job and it's what I use to pay my rent. So that was interesting. I have a whole video kind of talking about my thoughts of that on my YouTube channel. It was weird. That was a weird thing to go through, really, to be honest. But those are
Yeah.
my two updates.
Oh God, how do I even start? Okay. There was this guy who supposedly was going around spreading HIV on purpose. And the thing was, the crazy part, this is why it's kind of an update, is because I talked to this guy before. So I was like, that could have been me. My life flashed before my eyes. There was a whole text message thread where this girl was like, how could you? You ruined my life. And he was like, oh, like, I'm sorry, but I just wanted you so badly that I just had to. And turns out, though, it was a vindictive ex-girlfriend who was made that up, and now they're going to court where he's
Oh,
suing her for defamation.
as he should.
No, yeah, but this was when I tell you neighboring states knew. Like, there's a couple like news articles about it. Like, it was huge in this area. Where like, because I went to tell my roommates because I was like, guys, I saw this post, and this was before we found out it was fake. I was like, guys, I saw this post, and it was this guy who had HIV, and I talked to him, and he was spreading it on purpose. Like, that could have been me. And as soon as I said there was this guy, they knew exactly what I was talking about. Like, we all saw it separately. Like, it was huge. And
Oh
then
my
it turns out that it was all fake. And we were just all so gagged and gooped and glumped.
god. Holy shit.
Yeah. But like, just the thought, like, my life really flashed. Like, I was like,
No, that is insane.
because on purpose is crazy. Where he literally in the text message thread that she made was like, I've known about it and I just had to. Like, I just had to have you.
And the fact, the plot twist of it not even being him and not even being true.
I know. That's why I needed Haley to know.
No, I've been shaken. Like, there are very few times when I'm at a loss for words, but that was like a soap in real
No,
life.
yeah. It really was. And that was going on, and that's been living in my head.
Okay, because when you wrote on our shared podcast note HIV guy, I really had no idea what to expect.
That's
I
what it
was
was.
like, HIV update corner. Like, okay, like,
No,
what's going on?
that was it. And I was like, that's low key update, low key pop culture.
No, because
But
that's a news story. You were almost a news story.
I was. Oh, I actually have another news story that's kind of I forgot I never told you this. This is actually more like an update. So my boyfriend and I, over winter break, I stayed with him for a couple days. And he lives in if you know anything about North Carolina, he lives in Vietnam, one might call it, Fayetteville, but it's
Oh,
Vietnam.
oh.
Um it's rough over there. And we were passing the like a different section of his apartment complex, and it was all blocked off with tape and police cars, and we were like, what happened? Like, that's so strange. But we were just like like minding our own business, whatever. Then my dad, a couple days later when I'm back home, shows me a news article of this girl, and he's like, oh, like, I just wanted to show you this because it was like girl shot in Fayetteville, and she was literally light skinned with red hair, glasses, and her name was Daijah.
No, 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 no,
Yes, 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 yes. And then I was like, Dad, but like, what road was it on? Like, does it say what road? And it literally was that road that night when I was there. That girl who looked like me, and her name was literally mine. They were spelled different, but we had the same name. Yeah, that was really, really insane because I was like, that hit was meant for me. Like, that was
no.
meant for me.
That could have been the plot of a thriller. Like, it was the bullet that was meant for her, but it was the other person who was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Like,
No, yeah, I'm like, it literally was meant for me. Like, who's coming after me? Because I've had some weird stuff where I've had people like chase me like on scooters with my car and throwing stuff at
oh
my
yes,
car.
oh my
Yeah. Like,
god,
I've had weird things. So I'm like, who is after me? Like, who is trying to get me, bro?
that
I'm
was
just,
during Haley Ween.
yeah. And I'm like, I'm just an innocent girl. Like, I'm just out here.
No, that was actually crazy, and now my mind is going because there was a time when we were live streaming, and Deja was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get some food. Da 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 da. I'll be back." She comes back and she's like, "I'm sorry that took forever. Like I was almost killed. There were people surrounding my vehicle on scooters, like chasing me down, would not let me leave. Like it was actually like she came back with a trauma dump. It was not just the wings. She came back with a few extra things they put in the bag." And I was like, wait, what? That's actually
Crazy.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. But maybe they thought that you were her.
Maybe, maybe. But this is two different locations. So I'm just gagged because like, who is coming after me?
That is
I'm just an
crazy.
innocent
You
girl.
were literally just a girl. I don't know why anyone would want to murder you.
Me either. But if I need to write a note just in case.
No, my trauma note.
Yeah, and I need to be like, look at these people.
I literally, guys, this is lore. We're not even to our lore nuggets and we're already dropping lore. I have a note that I wrote during my trauma period on the internet that said, like, if found dead, please look into this. And I listed a bunch of authors who literally want me hung. Like,
Yeah,
it was actually like I'm laughing, but it's very
it's not
scary.
funny.
It's
It's
not.
very scary. And then I do have one other pop culture thing.
Oh,
That's
say.
actual pop culture. So there was this I heard this story high, so we'll see if I can recall it well enough. There's this guy on TikTok who was like, "Guys, like I'm hearing Jewish people speaking Yiddish underneath me, and we don't have a basement in my like apartment complex. Like this is like New York City." He's like, "We don't have a basement. Like I'm on the bottom ground floor, but I'm hearing people speak Yiddish underneath me." And he was so confused. Turns out this synagogue, these Jewish people were digging tunnels, and there actually were Jewish people
Oh my
underneath him. There were Jewish people underneath him speaking Yiddish. On God, there actually was. Like they dug tunnels.
Deja, I just want to make you aware that my pop culture updates are about Lana Del Rey and Gypsy Rose, and yours are true crime news stories.
Yeah, there were literally Jewish people underneath him speaking Yiddish. And when my roommate told that to me, I was just so gagged. I was like, "What are you talking about, Gabby? Like, what are you talking about?" And she was like, "No, they literally were digging tunnels." And I was like, "How are they just digging tunnels?" The Incredibles. You know, at the end when
Oh my,
that guy comes up,
yeah,
the mole
yeah.
guy. That's what it's giving to me. It had to have been.
Oh my god. Well, my pop culture updates are not true crime, or I
You
guess
said Gypsy Rose.
Oh, I guess it is.
Like,
me forgetting that Queen Gypsy's a murderer. Actually, no, I literally wanted to talk about that, so that's so
no, we
ironic.
have to talk about it.
We have to talk about Gypsy because at first, when she was getting released, obviously I was so happy. I was like, Girlie was
Mhm.
traumatized. Girlie was abused. Like, let
Yeah.
her out. She
Free
was
Gypsy
free her. Like, she was not supposed to be there. She should have got sent to some type of rehabilitation, something.
center. Yeah.
Yeah, because nobody's arguing that she wasn't an accessory to murder. Like, she
She
definitely was an
was.
accessory to murder, but allegedly, I don't want to get sued. Um, but also she was being abused. So it's like, yay, free Gypsy. But people took it to a level where, ironically, like I just did, like they're forgetting the situation.
Mhm.
Um, she needs to be at peace. She needs rest. She does not need people in her DMs saying what y'all are saying about her man. Like,
You saw what she said?
the D's fire, girl.
The D is fire. He's rocking my world every night.
Yeah, I'll say it. The D's fire. And
I
did
said,
you see his
Gypsy.
reply?
I did.
He said, "Come and get it, baby."
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, Gypsy. You do not need to be out here doing that.
I like it, but also like it's not. She should not be for our entertainment.
No, she shouldn't
She should
be.
be healing, and I feel like this whole phenomenon going on right now, like it needs to be studied.
It does. It really does. And Gypsy, I just heard prison makes everything worse. So I just can't imagine, like, how she is okay right now.
I was going down a deep rabbit hole as I do on Reddit, like hyper fixating
Hmm.
on this topic. And like those TikToks that are like made in prison where it's like the janky, like blurry TikToks. It was like the Reddit version of that where people would literally be commenting like in the weirdest sentence structure you've ever seen in your life. Like, currently, I prison, I like, here's my perspective, and it was like someone who's in prison on Reddit telling their perspective of Gypsy Rose. And I was like, what is actually happening here? Where we have inmates speaking with gay, mentally ill 12-year-old girls on Reddit.
Oh my God.
I don't know, man. It's moments like Gypsy where I'm like, we live in Black Mirror.
No, yeah. And then everybody's talking about how they think that they should release the guy who killed the mom.
Why?
I think that he needs to go to a mental health institution. That's my opinion.
Okay.
Because he is like, like for autism how there's like three different like levels.
Well, there used to be, yeah.
Yeah, so he's the second level. That because
Okay.
when he was diagnosed, and he also has an extremely low IQ, and I think he's
Okay.
also has DID or schizophrenia. I
Oh,
can't remember
okay.
one of them. He has like three different things like going on, and like people are like release him because Gypsy's released, and I'm like no, he needs help. Like
Yeah. Gypsy did not plunge the knife. You know what I mean?
yeah, and like people are I don't know, but I think he just needs to. I think he does need to be released from prison because, as I said, people say prison just makes every mental health thing worse. So I think he
They
needs to
should
go to
send them
like
both.
to
Eventually.
institutions. Yeah,
Yes. For sure.
yeah.
Oof. So that's Gypsy Corner. On a lighter note, Lana Del Rey X Skims. Have you
I
seen
saw
it?
that. I saw you posted that.
Oh my god, bitch. I literally, somebody better steal my credit cards from me.
Uh,
Like, I'm gonna spend all my money. Like, I can't. I just discovered Skims. Like, obviously Skims has existed,
yeah.
but I tried it on at the like pop-up in
Hmm.
Austin, and my world was completely changed. Like, big titty girls, thick girls, you have to try on Skims at least one time in your life. Your life will be changed. And the fact that
Wow.
it's like a Lana collection, like, I am the biggest Lana stan on the face of the planet. If
She
anyone thinks
is.
they're a bigger stan, like, please sit down. Like, it's not true. Um, so I just wanted to talk. I don't even want to talk about it. I just wanted to say that I
I
love.
did see. I did see. But I've only had I think one or two things from Skims, and I thought they were just okay.
Were you getting your correct size?
For one thing, no. For the other thing, yes. But I
I
don't know.
felt that. I felt like I don't get the hype when I was wearing my incorrect size.
Mm.
Because I looked at the sizing chart and I was like, "Oh, like I'm going based on my size that I get from like American Eagle, Target, which is women's sizing. You can't trust it. It's
You
fucked up."
can't. You can't.
So, when I switched over to it literally made me feel so tiny and frail. I am a small. I have never been a small since high school.
No,
So,
yeah.
but when I put on that skim, I was like, wow, the snatching is snatched. So now I'm a skim stan. I feel like you should
Okay.
give skims another try.
I feel like if they had like a pop-up or something where I could like try it on, that'd be
Yeah.
different. But like who's coming to Raleigh, North Carolina?
Well, you should just move back to Austin.
Move back? Like I've
Or
been there.
come back and then move.
We'll see. We'll see.
That did change the game, being able to try it on. I don't think I would have bought anything if I wasn't able to try it on.
Mm. Okay.
Kim, you need to get on that, Miss Girl.
No, for real. She needs store locations.
She does.
Not just
And
pop-ups.
guess
She
what?
needs
She's
locations.
testing it out in Austin for 6
Mm.
months, and if it does well, it's gonna stay.
Okay, good.
But if you come back in the next 6 months, we can go.
Speaking of that, with our next topic, we also need to go to that grocery store to get $10 squishmallows because we didn't go last time.
Oh my god, yeah, we do.
We
HEB.
need Yes, we need to go.
Yeah, Deja's never been to HEB, y'all. That's a crime.
I've never even heard of that until you.
I love HEB. I think all Texans are like HEB stands. Although I will say, I've been converted. Since I got my Whole Foods credit card, I am a Whole Foods shopper. And
Whole Foods is so expensive.
but with my card, I get the discount, I get the Prime benefits, so I get like money off
Mm.
my Amazon orders every month that are automatic for like my eyebrow pencil, my
Okay.
supplements, da da da. And HEB is bold, okay? They used to be the affordable girl for Texas, no longer. HEB is when I go there, I spend the same amount that I spend at Whole Foods.
What?
Yeah, she changed her marketing, she changed something. They're getting away with it. Because I was watching a YouTube video the other day and I got an HEB ad and it said, "Oh, yeah, we just source everything from like local Texas farmers." And it's like, "Yeah, I'm sure
Uh
you do. And I would love to support them, but also why are you the same price as Whole Foods and you look jank?" No. I'm going to go over to Whole Foods if I'm going to be spending that much. So, that's my take.
mm. Wow. I shop at Miss Food Line. I don't know if you've ever come across
I've
a Miss Food
never heard of
Line.
her.
Yeah, Miss Food Line. She's ghetto, but
Oh,
I love her. I love her so much. She has the deals.
me with Food Town.
Okay.
Yeah,
Food Town,
you
Food
haven't heard of
Lion.
Food Town?
Mm-mm.
I wonder if they're like similar or the same by like
I
different
wonder.
names in different states. Because, yeah, no, Food Town was giving, I'm a little frightened.
No, we have one down the street. That's why I always be going there because it's right there. People get shot in that parking lot.
Yup.
Like,
Yup.
and I'm like, you know what? And I'm still finna pull up.
When my mom and dad got divorced, lore drop, get ready. My
Uh,
dad got an apartment next to Food Town.
uh,
And yeah, I would just like hear fights, drug deals, sex worker activities, shots, just constantly as like a little 8-year-old, like looking out my dad's apartment window, like, hee. And then we'd go to Food Town and I'd be like, "I love it here. Can we buy salmon?" Like,
that is so funny.
I have two more
You have more?
things because I wanted to get your take on them.
Oh,
They're
okay.
not necessarily pop culture, they're more niche. Okay, so this is booktube updates.
Oh, okay, okay.
Bookish internet updates. Guru Gossip was down.
What?
Yeah, I knew that you were gonna have that reaction.
Guru Gossiper was down?
Yes, it was down for 10 days, I want to say. Yeah,
Days?
days. Okay, so something had linked to Guru Gossip, a DM. Somebody had DM'd me a Guru Gossip post. And so I went to go look at it, and it said this site is suspended. No, it didn't. It didn't say this site. It said this account is suspended. And I was like, did they fucking find out that my account is like an influencer and I'm being talked about and I'm looking at myself and they suspended my account? Who exposed me? Like, I was gonna freak out. No. It was the whole damn site was down. And
Wow.
I was the only one looking at it. I don't know. I just like saw it at the right time. I was like, for 4 days, I was like, it was my hyperfixation. Like, what's going on in Google Gossip? I thought like some influencer tried to take it down. Like, there have been petitions, like, take down this forum where people just talk shit about influencers. I saw nothing about it. Like 3-4 days in, somebody posts on Reddit, what the fuck happened to Guru Gossiper? Yetta. If you go on Guru Gossip, you know Yetta. Yetta is a site admin. She
Oh,
comes
Yetta.
on Yetta. We know her. She doesn't know us, but we know her.
She might know you.
I think she does.
Because you have your own threads, girl.
Yeah, please don't look at it. Nobody look at it. It's horrifying. But Yetta goes on Reddit and is like, we're just doing some back end work. And I checked today because I wanted to be, the most up to date before we talked about it. It's back up.
Okay.
And those
Can't be
girls
down for
started
too
posting
long.
right away. But I was like, why'd it go down? Like, I fully thought it was going to be banned. They were going to get sued for defamation because they say crazy shit on there.
They do. They really do.
So that. Also, this may be debatably more shocking than the Guru update.
What?
I am coming around to the lifestyle.
No.
I know. And I know. I feel like I'm betraying.
You're betraying core booktube. You're betraying
I
it.
am. And it's not that I like their content, because I will stand by, I do not like their content. I don't think, though, here's the reason why I'm coming around on it. I don't think their content serves the same purpose as ours or as the OG booktube people.
I think you're right.
They're not reviewers.
They're recommenders?
I don't even think they're recommenders.
They're just talkers?
I think they're cozy aesthetic girls that live life and are very comforting for people to watch. And you know what? Because I saw a TikTok and it was like, I don't understand why people hate on the lifestyle girls. They're just girls. Why are you hating? And I was like, okay, I'm a girl and I don't want people to hate on me. So maybe I should stop.
I get that perspective, but at the same time, I feel like they're biting off somebody else's bit. Like,
you know what? That's the thing that lives in the back of my mind, because I will get critiqued all the time and criticized all the time. Like, you have to read this very specific thing. You have to say things in a very specific way. Like, we're just held to this standard when you call yourself a book reviewer. People demand certain things of you. And I feel like them just being like, oh, I'm a lifestyle girly, and their reviews are, I give it 3 stars, it was okay. That is them like kind of getting out of being held to the same standard. Which still rubs me the wrong way. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't think it's, well, no, because I was going to say it's not hurting anybody, but it kind of is.
It is. And then also the way that they review things lacks so much nuance and complexity that I'm like, y'all are missing so much. Like,
yes.
Like when they review romance books and they're like, I didn't like it because it had smut. Like, okay, if you don't like smut,
that's crazy.
Don't read the ones that have smut in it. You can look at Goodreads and find if it has smut in it or not. If you don't like smut at all, no matter how good the quality is, just don't read it. You can't rate a book low because it had something that you didn't like, that you just didn't know.
Right.
Like, no, because then that's hurting the community.
I agree with that totally 100%. Also, I just don't see them as reviewers because I don't trust their reviews.
No, yeah.
Because especially with smut. And here's the thing is like most lifestyle girlies, their lane is like romance. So you would think if
Yeah.
there's anything you could trust, it would be their romance reviews. But
No.
no, they were talking about Tessa Bailey books as if it was like a dark Sophie Lark mafia dark romance. And I was like, the smut is not to the level that you're hyping it up to be. Like, Tessa has spice, and I love her for it. But it's not Sophie Lark.
Mm-mm.
It's not that. It's not even Hannah Grace.
No, Tessa's just in the middle of the road.
I agree. And they were talking to her up like she was something else, but I don't know. I feel like I don't want to hate on them for the wrong reasons, I guess. I guess I'll
Yeah.
still be a hater. I will amend my statement. I'm not coming around the lifestyle girlies, but I am amending the reason why I hate them. Or I don't hate them, but why I critique them. And it's
Mm-hmm.
not because they're just girls, because people are allowed to be just girls, but I guess it's because I don't know, how would you define it?
I don't know. I feel like they're just so like not booktube. Like they're literally the opposite of what booktube's supposed to be. And so like it's just so strange. It's just like a strange phenomenon. And they're like, out of all the people to take book reviews from, out of everybody, these are the people that y'all are gonna give hundreds of thousands of followers, if not millions of followers.
Yeah, that's what I do find odd is like the best booktubers, the most popular booktubers, not
Not
rated
even
for
close.
J. No, no. But then like I feel like people that's not what people want. People don't want booktube, people don't want good book reviews. People want a cute, skinny, affluent white girl
Mm.
reading books with very little substance to their reviews in a cozy, aesthetic, relatable way.
And I think this is coming around to a bigger issue
Yes.
within the book community, that reading is just becoming an aesthetic. It's not
Yes!
it's
Ah!
it's becoming an aesthetic, and people don't actually care about reading. They just want to be the reader girls. But
That
like,
is so real. That is so real. Because I'm not gonna put my clients on blast, but I will talk to like younger girls and they're like, I'm just being a reader girly. And I'm like, oh, really? Like, how does that support you? Like, I would love to talk about the protective, like, resourcing aspects around reading because that genuinely saved my life as a child. So I am
mhm.
very happy to talk about that in the therapy room. And they're like, yeah, I mean, I just like it. It's cute.
Yeah, they don't get nothing from it. And I think that's the same thing with these aesthetic lifestyle girlies, is like it's just becoming an aesthetic for them to use to create a platform. They don't actually care about reading, they don't actually care about the books. They're just using it to get a platform.
Yeah, I don't know how you can really know if they're reading the books
I
when
don't
the
know.
review is I'm giving it 3 stars, it was okay. Like I've been trying to like engage with their content really just to understand it, and that was literally someone's whole review. Where if I have a book that I rate 3 stars, I'm giving you the reasons why I liked it, the reasons why I didn't, the lore
Yeah,
behind my rating system, what I thought about the characters, what I thought about the setting. And like people might not want that comprehensive of a review, but I don't even see how it's helpful to hear I
it
gave
was
it 3
okay.
stars, it was okay.
I don't know. I still don't like them.
Well, I think this is a bigger conversation. I think we should have a whole episode on this.
We should.
So let us know either in the comments if you're watching this on Patreon, or if you're listening, hit us a DM or a comment
Mm,
on Instagram
Instagram.
at Gabbing It Up Pod, and let us know if you'd want to hear us really talk about the culture shift around reading, especially for Gen Z and Gen Alpha. I think that'd be an interesting
Yeah.
episode. So that was our culture update corner. Should we move
Mm-hmm.
on to
To
Squish of the
Squishmallow.
Week?
Yes. Okay. You
Are we
want to
doing
go
a
first?
tandem reveal?
Okay.
Okay, wait. Oh my god, wait, I thought we were gonna match.
No, I said mine was gonna be a surprise.
This is a big surprise.
Yes.
Who is she?
Her name is Aggie. I call her Aggie, Agatha. I don't think that's her real name. I don't think that's her government, but that's what I call her.
We don't know her given name.
I took off her tag.
Are you a tag taker offer?
Sometimes, occasionally. On the big ones, normally yes, but on the small ones, normally no. Because these ones, I'm like, okay, like let me cuddle.
Mm-hmm. No, I get that.
But I call her Aggie. I love her. She's from Walmart.
She's a witch.
She is a witch, and I love her because look at we both have colored hair.
I do. I really like her. I like her hat.
Yeah, and it's shiny. I like shiny things.
Well, I read them from the tag. Mine is Mead. And I chose Mead as my squish of the week because Daijah and I have matching, like coordinating
I
our
don't even have that
minds.
one with me.
Well, Mead has they them pronouns, and I just thought that was really cool. Like
No,
I
I love Mead.
actually was cracking up in the store. I'm like, representation win for non-binary
No, yeah.
royalty in the world because they really have they them identifying squishmallows. I don't know how they would come out with a she they. You know what? I think they should start putting pronouns on the tag.
The front.
Yeah, because Mead should say Mead they them. Like that makes sense to me. I think squishmallows are queer coded, and you cannot change my mind.
They are. They definitely are.
So those are our squishes of the week. Moving on to lore.
Lore nuggets.
Ooh, drop your lore.
Okay, so mine is from childhood. One time I was on my mama's bed and I was drinking milk because I drank milk like a psychopath. I don't know. I personally am not a milk drinker. But I had to have been like 6 or 7. 6 or 7, still drinking out of a sippy cup with this milk. Like, okay. Um and the milk knocked my front tooth out and I swallowed the tooth. Yeah, and I went up to my mom like, "Mom, I swallowed my tooth," and I was crying because I was like, "How is the tooth fairy gonna know?" And I had to write her a whole note explaining how I swallowed my tooth so I could get my coin. Because one thing about me, I've always been a hustler. I'm always gonna get my money.
Oh my god. You took it
That's
like a pill.
literally at like 6 or 7.
And what happened to that tooth?
I
Do you
don't
know?
know. I don't recall.
I don't Bye.
Maybe she's still floating up in there.
No,
I have no
literally,
idea.
like I was thinking of that thing of like, you know how they say like you eat gum or whatever and it's there for
Hmm.
7 years? What happens if you eat a tooth?
I don't know.
That's scary and kind of cool.
Well, that's my lure nugget.
Like it's giving tooth eater. I don't
Oh,
know. I feel like in a fantasy book, you would be like named. You know how they have like curse breaker or whatever.
yes, tooth eater is crazy.
Daisha tooth eater.
No,
I'm gonna start calling you that.
please don't.
My lore nugget is also a childhood story. This came up the past week because I was playing like a board game at a
Mhm.
friend's birthday party, and it was the Hot or Not game, which or Hot or Not? Am I stupid? Hot Ones. What the fuck?
Oh, hot ones like the wing
Uh,
game.
yeah,
Okay.
the Hot Ones game, which I highly recommend. Love Sean Evans. Stan Sean Evans. I would bust it down on that bald head. I love him.
Oh
Um,
wow,
I love him. I just love Sean Evans. So
it's
we were
giving my
playing
professor. There was a B reel I posted a couple days ago of me and my Zoom meeting call, and my professor's bald head was glaring,
it was literally gleaming, sparkling,
glistening.
shining.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Sean. his game is phenomenal. So I'm playing, and one of the cards is like you have to say something that one ups the next person, or you like if you're the worst answer, you have to do a shot of the last dab. And I was like, I'm really not gonna do that sauce. Like, I'm not. So the prompt was that you had to one up was something you did as a child that makes you not want to be a parent. And I'm like,
Okay.
okay, like let me think of something. So I think of something, I'm like, somebody's probably gonna top this. Like, I feel like this is common. I feel like this is like average. I feel like everyone who is an oldest sibling like did this. So I didn't think I was gonna get the reaction that I got. I want to see if you give me this flabbergasted reaction, or if everybody that I was hanging out with at the party was just soft and never tortured their siblings. I, as a child, would set an alarm for the middle of the night, wake up, go get a knife from the knife block, sit outside my little brother's door, and scrape the knife down the side and whisper things or like cackle and like just generally act like, I don't know, there was someone from a horror movie who was coming to get his ass.
I don't think that's that bad, but at the same time,
Here.
you really went through that effort. You
Oh,
like lost sleep.
yeah, there was production value.
That's crazy.
And my brother talks about it all the time. Like, he said he talks about it in therapy. Like, he said he was really scared, which I just thought it was a funny little bit. Like, me as an older sibling, I was like, haha, I'm gonna fuck with him. No, it was like serious. Everyone at the party was acting horrified. Not the next fucking day. I see a TikTok, and it's like, if you were the sibling who had the knife, share, and if you were the sibling getting chased by the knife, repost.
Chased is crazy.
And I never even chased him. I just sat outside the door going, like,
Not the sound effect.
the mic makes me magical. Like, I feel like that was doing, like, what's her name that you just held up? Madge.
Matt or Agatha. Aggie?
Madge. Aggie. Like, I feel that I was giving Aggie in that moment.
You were. It sounded more like a witch cackle than a knife.
Yeah, and that's what I would do. I would witch cackle with the knife scraping
Oh.
down. Or I would do Chucky impressions, because he was terrified of Chucky. But I don't feel like that's that bad.
It's not, but it's
Okay,
not great.
I feel valid. Okay, yeah, well, yeah. Yes. And I've apologized to my brother.
Yeah.
I have not invalidated him. I understand that was scary as fuck. But
I would do that to my roommates now.
right? Like, I thought it was a bit.
No, it's funny, but it wasn't for him.
It wasn't for him. He was struggling.
He was fighting.
He was. So, enjoy our lore that we just dropped for you. Now we're going to get into like the main topic. So this is kind of how it's going to go. If you show up every week to listen to us gab it up, this is kind of going to be the process. Is we'll have like a little intro.
Mhm.
Obviously it's longer today because this is episode 1. We had to give you our ASL. And then we're going to do our 4 little segments, and then we're going to get into like the main topic of the episode. Do you want to share today's topic?
Our topic is smash or pass.
And with each smash or pass category, they get increasingly unhinged. So I don't even want to know where we'll end up. We'll just have to see.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Where shall we start?
I think celebrities is good.
Yeah, just general celebs.
Pete Davidson.
Smash.
Pass.
Okay, I could have told you that. Yeah. Margot Robbie.
Smash.
Smash. Smash my head
into the wall.
Somewhere else.
Oh, getting a little freaky on the pod.
And I will. I feel safe being freaky on the pod. Is this
Okay,
a safe
period.
space?
I think this is a safe space.
Okay, thank God. If we have podcast haters, like honestly, I am a therapist and I'm prescribing you to go touch grass.
No, and who's gonna get an hour and 24 minutes into us gabbing and be a hater?
Nobody.
No.
Really? You're doing that? Fuck you.
The angry frog is back.
Angry frog mode. That's what I went into.
Activated.
I was activated. I apologize.
Wow. Rihanna.
Smash.
Smash.
Obviously smash.
Smash. No, she's phenomenal.
I'm trying to think of somebody I would pass on for real.
There's not many?
I mean, old people.
Yeah,
Morgan
old people.
Freeman. Pass.
Oh.
Are you smashing? Are you smashing Morgan Freeman?
I mean, hey.
Oh, wow.
I feel like he could really get down.
He has experience for sure.
And his voice? Yeah.
And his voice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, here's a good one. Wait, what do you think of Pedro Pascal? I've never said his name out loud
Pass.
I am also passing on him. I do not get the hype.
Oh,
he's daddy. No, he's not.
You know who I feel this about? Timothy Chalamet.
I agree.
Pass. I just watched Bones and All yesterday, and no, why is he? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to body shame anybody, but the way that he's built is giving Randall from Monsters Inc. and it's scary.
Listen. I am a queer woman. I love an androgynous person. I love a they them looking ass. Like I love that. But Timothy is not giving. He's not giving what he thinks, because I think that he thinks that he's giving androgyny when really and truly he's giving sick Victorian child.
You're right. He thinks he's hot shit and he ain't.
Because he was a musical theater boy, and I know he was a tenor, and I know he was that tenor. You know what I mean? Well, you weren't a musical theater girl, so.
I mean, I was in a little musical here or there, not too much.
That tenor, though. Everybody knows that tenor.
Maybe I don't, but
that tenor was like that guy who thought that he was hot shit, and like every bitch wanted him for no reason, even though he was just a guy. But because he got cast as like the lead tenor roles, he had this allure to him.
The popular guy.
Kind of, yeah. But like, I don't know, for me, that tenor was always like aggressively Christian, super ugly, and like body shaming misogyny down.
I know who you're talking about.
Yes, I feel that was Timothy. And you have to understand, we don't know Timmy. We're projecting all of this onto him, and we're just having fun.
Yeah, we are. Tim Tam, one might call him.
Tim Tam. Oh, round 2, we stay in the people
with people. Okay, people. What other people should we smash or pass? Increasingly more unhinged.
So we have to get like a level beyond celebrity, but not crazy.
So we could do like animated people.
Animated people, yeah. Danny Phantom.
Smash
the fuck out of him.
That fox from Zootopia.
Oh,
smash.
Daijah, he could ruin my life tomorrow.
The fox.
The fox. I love him.
Who else is there?
Some bitch. This is lore. Lore alert. Some bitch at a party in college told Cameron that he looked like the fox from Zootopia, and he gave that vibe, and I was going to fight her. I was going to throw hands, and he was mad at me. He was like, calm down, she didn't mean it. Like, I was like, no, you don't know about the fox from Zootopia. Like, she really said that, and that was flirting. She was trying to take my man.
Oh no.
So I would fight for the fox. Ooh, the fish with the scar.
I'm
smashing.
I don't like no fish. A fish?
Imagine it just like squirming up there.
No. Slimy? Nah.
Okay. Did you watch Total Drama Island?
I did a little bit.
Gwen? Are you aware of Gwen?
Which one's Gwen?
Blue hair,
Let me look.
tiny waist, big tits, blue hair,
Oh, yes.
big boots.
Smash.
Smash! Yeah.
Smash down.
A popular one on the internet is Fairy Godmother from Shrek 2.
Pass.
I would have to pass as well. I don't understand that phenomenon.
I don't think she's really my type.
No. Old?
I-
I don't like it.
Pinocchio.
Well, if he told some lies.
Yeah, maybe, but he's wooden, no? That seems like it'll be a little splintery.
Ooh, okay,
I think
passing.
pass.
Passing,
Pass.
passing. I was intrigued for a moment.
Me too.
What about Shrek himself?
Pass.
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 Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
I'm sorry. You can't smell.
No, I went. Both of our minds immediately went to the smell.
The scent of it all. Nuh-uh.
I couldn't. I couldn't. Lola Bunny.
Smash.
Smash the fuck.
I
Yeah.
think next Halloween I'm gonna be Lola Bunny.
I am here for that. Please do it.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna be next Halloween. I already thought about this, but I'm putting it on a sticky note so I don't forget.
I know what my Halloween costume is going to be, and I'm not telling anyone.
I'm glad it's something singular, right? Just for you.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay, I guess we'll have to drop that lore at some point as well. My failed duo Halloween costume.
Don't ever do a duo again, except unless it's with your husband.
It's cursed. Honestly, even if me and Cam do a duo costume, maybe we would get divorced. Just kidding, no. But it is a solo costume. Next category?
Yes.
So we're going to book characters. Book characters a little bit more unhinged than animated because they simply don't have a form.
They don't. Resand. Smash.
Smash me! Like, you know what I told Aspen the other day?
What?
So we're reading Throne of Glass, and there's a fae named Rowan. I don't know if you've gotten to the book yet.
I did
you
get
have
to
gotten to Rowan.
Mm-hmm.
You know how he turns into a hawk?
Yes, I recall.
I literally said peck me.
Not peck you.
She said that was her favorite Hailey quote to date was peck me.
Peck you is crazy.
I love a fae.
We know.
We know.
And you originally, you weren't even trying to get into the series, and I told you the second book gets better, and now look at you.
Yep. Look at me now. Draco. We'll do a basic one.
Smash.
Smash, obviously.
Even though I'm not gonna lie, he's not really my type, but his personality is enough for me.
You know what? Me and Cameron actually had this epiphany last night.
What?
Because I have always heavily identified as a Draco girl. I literally was crying and depressed in 4th grade for 2 days because Draco wasn't real. Like I had him as my phone lock screen, and my dad was like, "That's not a real man. Like you need to get over it." It was actually lore, but I always identified as a Draco girl. We figured out that I'm not. I'm actually a Ron girl.
That's a statement.
But look at my history and who you know me to be. I am a Ron girl.
Oh wow. Well,
I love a goofy boy.
My boyfriend simply does not exist in those books.
Unfortunately, what's his name? The one.
The one? I don't know his name. The singular one.
Blaze or whatever.
Well, actually, let me think. I don't know. I feel like he low-key is like a Draco, but like less evil.
Mm-hmm.
But he's.
See, I think you are a Draco girl.
Yeah, he's kind of a Draco, and in ways that I can't even talk about.
That's private lore.
Private lore. Danny from Danny Brown. Smash.
Smash.
Specifically Danny. Love Danny.
I actually could not really get it in a self-insert kind of romance state while I was reading that because I wanted to have my own romance with her.
No, for real. I did as well.
That man wasn't shit.
He wasn't. He definitely was not. I mean, he did carry her that one time. That was kind of nice.
And then that's it.
That's all that he did.
But most of the time, he was giving nothing.
Mm-mm. Dry.
I could be your something, Danny. I could be your something for real. Edward?
Pass.
I agree, pass. Jacob?
Smash.
Smash as well.
Smash, yeah.
You're in the presence of Jacob girls. Unfortunately, Team Jacob.
I'm team not Twilight. I don't
Right.
like any of them.
Really? Yeah. When it comes down to it, I'm team Bella's dad.
Yeah. I'm not even team Bella because Bella
No.
deserves no rights.
No, she was crazy for playing back and forth with those two. She knew what she was doing.
She did.
She was a child. She was underage. She didn't know what she was doing.
She didn't.
It's fine. Historical
Figures.
figures.
Alexander Hamilton.
Pass.
I think I'm gonna have to pass as well.
If
Because
he really looks like Lin-Manuel Miranda, I have to go.
the problem with this category is I'm gonna think to myself every time, how likely are these people to hate crime me? And then I have to really think about that and debate that before I say smash.
Well, I'll say mine then. Because it was literally just his day, so he was on my mind. I was literally gonna say
MLK.
MLK.
You know what? MLK has some interesting history.
Oh.
Like, yeah. Did you not know that he was doing all this stuff, or part of the reason he was doing this stuff is because he wanted to leave his wife and be with the white lady?
Are you kidding
Yes.
me?
No. I'm so serious. So I might have to pass.
I would pass in solidarity.
Okay, period. Standing with the people.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be that white woman that he leaves for.
No, for real. And then Marie Antoinette. I
Oh,
think I'm smash.
got to. Off with my head.
I don't think she would hate crime me.
I don't think she cares. I honestly, Marie Antoinette is kind of giving me Jeffree Star energy.
that is something.
But do you know what I mean? Like, they're the type of person to be like, me using they them pronouns for Marie Antoinette. I just think they're the type of gal who's like, I don't care, refer to me as whatever, let's just fuck. It doesn't mean anything. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now the only people I can think of are characters in Hamilton the musical.
Founding fathers.
Founding fathers.
Me too.
George Washington with those wooden teeth, gotta pass.
Gotta pass. Gots to. Who
And
else
I
is there?
want to say I would smash Thomas Jefferson, but I think it's just because David Diggs.
No, yeah. Because Thomas Jefferson I would not smash.
No.
He would smash me though.
Oh.
He loved a little slave.
He loved a little slave.
He did.
Why? I was about to make a horrible, horrible Tilly Cole joke.
No.
Oh, God. Oh, she's canceled. Goodbye.
She is. She most certainly is.
I'm really not one for cancellation. Like, I will always hold space, but Miss... what's her name? Miss... just flew out of my head. Tilly? She's gotta be gone forever.
She has to be.
Harriet?
Tubman?
Yeah.
I gotta pass. I'm sorry.
Mother. She's kind of mother.
Exactly. That's why I have to pass.
Okay, yeah. Okay, pass. She's cool, though. I feel like, you know, she would just be very nurturing.
I think she would be as well.
Are you looking up somebody?
Yeah.
Who?
I forgot their name. It's so embarrassing. Like, how do you forget? I was just thinking Egypt girl, Cleopatra.
Smash. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me think of that song by Frank Ocean. Pyramid. Cleopatra. Oh my God. You gotta listen to that song. It's so good.
Okay. Should we move on to objects?
Yes, objects. A rubber mallet.
I'd smash.
I think I would too.
A rubber mallet, I would smash. I would
Ooh,
smash.
a leather glove.
A leather glove? No, I can't because I just think of OJ Simpson. Gotta
Oh
pass.
God, you kind
Gotta
of ruined it for
pass.
me. I
I'm
would still
sorry.
smash, but
Gotta pass because the glove, it ain't fit.
smash with hesitancy.
Okay, okay. What about a book? Just a book.
Pass.
I
Paper
think,
cuts.
yeah, you're right. Pass. A Himalayan salt lamp.
Salt lamp. Pass.
I think I would smash. A little salty.
You know when you like eat salty things for a long time and it draws all the moisture out of you?
I'll be okay. People
Oh,
have done worse.
she got that. I mean, I am not working with some dry ass pussy, but I also don't want salt up there.
Maybe it'll be like a cleanser, a cleansing palette. But the glass can leave. Just the rock part, because the glass is definitely a pass. That's a mess.
Yeah, no. No glass. What objects give girl? Because I think everything we've said has given boy.
Himalayan salt lamp to me gives girl.
Non binary. No. She, they.
She they. Yeah, she they, she they. What? A paintbrush.
I would smash.
I would smash too.
It's giving like artsy indie boy, skinny as a rail.
That's not what I was thinking, but sure.
Oh, what were you thinking?
I was just thinking of a little artsy girl with
Oh,
paint on her, like giving like, isn't it Feyre? Feyre, it's giving Feyre,
oh, Miss
but like,
Favorite
but like
Painter.
less annoying.
No, Feyre is annoying.
Feyre, but less annoying. That's what it was giving to me.
I agree. A vehicle,
Which one?
a car, a Hyundai Sonata.
Or pass, pass. A Hyundai? Mm-mm.
Okay, yeah, I would pass on a Hyundai, but a Tesla?
I would smash a Tesla.
I would smash a Tesla as well. Okay, next, or let's say last category. This I feel is the most unhinged. The elements.
Elements. Like the periodic table?
Earth, fire, wind, water.
Avatar? Is this the last airbender?
I was feeling earth, fire, wind, water, but I feel we should do both.
Okay.
The elements on the table. What is it?
A periodic table.
Periodic. Why could I not think of that word?
Periodic table of elements.
That. I am not dumb, I promise. I just could not think of the word periodic. Periodic table of the elements.
Neon. Smash.
Smash.
It's giving The Last Night in Soho.
It is. And I love that movie.
That's a great movie.
Potassium.
Pass.
Pass on potassium. Gold. AU.
Oh, smash.
Smash gold.
It's rich.
Mm-hmm.
What about oxygen?
Oh, passing oxygen.
Really? I think I would smash oxygen.
I'm trying to figure out how I should say that oxygen's not my number one priority in sexual relations.
No, you're right. But I think I would smash oxygen and pass on carbon. I don't know why
I'm the
carbon's giving
opposite.
pass.
No, I am smashing the fuck out of carbon. Carbon's giving, ooh, mysterious.
Mm-mm.
I love carbon. Also, doesn't that just sound like can't you hear your like friend talking about like carbon ruined my life?
Sure.
I want carbon to ruin my life.
Wow, that's a bold statement.
Now, if I die of carbon monoxide poisoning, people are gonna play that clip forever.
And they will.
And they will.
Do you want to move on to the elements?
Or the elements?
The other elements?
Fire.
Smash.
Wind.
Pass.
Smash. I would smash the wind. Rowan?
No, I think I would pass.
Okay. Earth.
Smash. It's giving like SZA, earthy girl.
Right, that's what I was thinking. I would
Mm-hmm.
smash, but also no, I have an issue with natural deodorant wearers.
Me too.
They stank.
It
Like,
doesn't work. It does not
it
work.
does not work. Like, as much as you're like a natural Whole Foods girly and you love the earth and that's so cute, I cannot be around you, girl.
No. Oh,
For sure.
water.
Water?
Smash water.
Smash water.
I would
Yeah.
smash water.
Smashing water for sure. Is that all the elements?
Yeah, that is.
Wow. And thus, we have smashed, we have passed, we've dropped lore, we've gabbed, we've shared, we've been vulnerable.
We have. We've gone through a journey in this episode.
I think so. I'm proud of us.
Me too. I didn't think the first episode was gonna go this well, but it did.
It went really well. What do you mean you didn't think? Maybe it's my delusion. I thought this would happen.
No,
And
I was just, you know what? I'm just a little nervous. I'm a little shy.
yeah, you are giving shy girl.
Yeah. So I
She
was
was
like,
out of her shell though.
I was extroverted.
You were giving the turtle was peeking out of your shell.
I'm sorry. I just think of a uncircumcised penis.
Well, I was thinking you kept calling me mean frog. So I was like, maybe she could be a little amphibian with me.
Okay, period. I'll be a little turtle. You'll be a little frog.
Okay, cute. If
Love it.
if someone's an artist out
Artist.
there and you want to draw us as the turtle and the frog, that could be our I don't know, we'll post it on our Instagram.
Yeah, we will.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening to our very first episode of Gabbing It Up with Haley.
And daijah.
And don't forget to go subscribe to our Patreon, literally $2 a month. Girl, that is a quarter of a cup of coffee these days if you get oat milk. And you can actually see our faces as we're recording. Hee hee. All right.
Bye.